Good morning. Welcome to Monday Morning Roar. Today is Monday, the 19th of October. Glad to have you here today. It's a beautiful day. It's a little bit overcast here in coastal San Pedro, but it's not too cold. I think it might be in the very high 50s or low 60s right now. So I guess we've been more fortunate than a lot of people are in that way. Um, Today, I want to talk about goals. Now, last Friday, I made a little video about goals, and I don't know if it's actually been completely produced yet or not. So, if you haven't seen it, this will give you a preview of it. If you've seen it, this will be a little review, I guess. Of it. But what I'd like to talk about goals is how important goals are to be successful in your business and in your life, and also to help you a lot with your time management skills. Is to have goals. Every day you should have a couple daily goals that you want to reach every day. Like one of my morning routines is to start out every morning and make sure I have write down a few of my goals and what things I want to get accomplished today. That's how I can kind of measure how I'm doing and whether I'm actually getting anything done. And it's just like getting in your car but not knowing where you're going. Well, when you get in your car, you usually have a destination in mind. Well, that's the same thing it is with goals. It's our destination. It's where we want what we want to achieve. So actually, even with doing this little Facebook Live Monday morning roar, I like to have a goal of what I want to get accomplished with it. And one of the things that I like to get is to get as many people engaged as possible. So I check and see how many people got to look at it. And if it's not very many, then maybe I need to be doing something, change things and make it a little bit more appealing to people. And if it's doing well, I'll have to keep on building on what I've been doing. So as a as an individual setting goals similar to like what business goals are, but here the thing with individual goals is they have to be your goals. That's one of the there's 8 different criteria that we look at goals with. We call them Y SMART. Written, H is to be that it's got harmonious. Y is got to be yours. Specific for the S. Measurable, attainable. R can be means it's reasonably high and yet at the same time results oriented. And T is it's got to be time based. You got to have a time that you're affecting. You can't just say I'm going to get this done and not say when it's going to be done. So today my goal is to I've got a couple things to goal. I've got a couple goals. One is to work on a thing I'm working on with the North Redondo Beach Business Association for our walkabout. We're going out and meeting with the merchants and seeing if they can participate with it. That's one of my goals is to get at least 2 people signed up today out of about 12 that I have in my area. It's the first time. Sometimes it's a little difficult to reach everybody at the same time, but that's one of my goals. And another goal is to get 15,000 steps in today by noon. And I've got about 12 in already, so it looks like I'm going to make it today because I still have a couple thousand steps to go back before I get home. So also, I mean, gosh, I could go on all the thing and tell you all my goals, but that's not what's important. It's how we set our goals every day, and that we actually have something that we want to get done, and how we put together our plans to get those done. That's what makes it work. And achieving goals always encourages you to set more goals. Now, there is a situation where sometimes we don't achieve our goals. What we do in that instance is really actually one of the most important things is how we react to when we don't hit our goals. Do we say, well, that goal wasn't important, or do we change the goal? Or do we say, hey, now I really have to do something about that and make my plans to reach that goal maybe a little differently than what I tried before? We don't necessarily. I mean, if we just say, oh, well, that goal wasn't important, then maybe we shouldn't have set that goal in the first place. But if a goal is important and we don't reach it, we've got to find a way to do that. We've got to find how we handle that failure to achieve our goals is every bit as important as setting a goal. In fact, it's really probably more important because that's where we're going to learn everything is when we don't reach the goals that we set. So have a great day today. Set your goals And at the end of the day, assess how you've done on it. Check and see if you've achieved the goals. If you write them down, like the W in Y Smart, then you can check them off as they get done. So that's always a great idea too. So you know exactly where you're at. Written, harmonious, they've got to be yours, specific, measurable, attainable, reasonably high, and results oriented and time based. Set those goals, make sure they hit those criteria, and you'll get a lot more done, and you'll feel a lot more achieved at the end of the day, and you'll feel better about yourself. So have a wonderful day, and I look forward to talking to you next Monday. Have a great Thanksgiving. Be grateful for all that you have, and I'm looking forward to seeing you next week.